I have an idea. The old quarter was a short walk away from our neighborhood. I'd never been there before, but Natsuki seemed to know where we were going. Oh yes! I love this place! There's some great little thrift stores around here! My nana got me this skirt from the one over there! She points to a small, unassuming shop front. This isn't really my scene, but it's worth it just to see that great big smile on her face. Soon enough, we reached the cafe that Sayori had told us about. It's a small, independently run place with a small, eclectic style. They seem to serve a decent selection of small meals. Hey, why don't we get some food here too? My treat. Oh, feeling chivalrous? Shall we see if one of these thrift stores has a fedora for you to tip? Those sound like the words of someone who doesn't want free food. Whoa, hey! Let's not get hasty now! I smirk at her. I'm getting better verbally sparring with her. Honestly, I really do enjoy the banter we share. Come on, let's eat! I gesture for her to go through the door ahead of me. Milady. That earns me a well-deserved jab in the ribs. Dummy. We enter the cafe and take a seat. It looks like we're the only ones here, so our food and drinks come pretty shortly after ordering. Alright, that's the image I've seen. I think it's on the download page. Interesting. Oh man, I am starving! Thanks, John. Sorry. We start to munch on our food in relatively short order. Natsuki really does have quite the appetite for someone so small. Lunch, however, is only the pretense under which we are here. Hey, Natsuki. So, shall we talk? Yeah, I guess that's what we're here for. You have the blushing one? Look, John, I have a hard time trusting people. That's pretty obvious. And this last week has been very hard for everyone. I'm sorry I left you to deal with everything on your own. Me too, it's not like I put any effort in. I was too busy feeling sorry for myself. We were both hurting, but all we could think of was ourselves. Ugh. We both suck. Saying that you want to give someone space is like... Sometimes people just really do need space. I guess all we can do is learn from it and move on. We screwed up, but that doesn't mean we have to keep doing it. We need to stop punishing ourselves and just try to be better people. I promise I won't let you suffer alone again. I raise my coffee cup in a toast. To sucking less. Natsuki raises her eyes latte in answer. Yeah, okay, I'll drink to that. Silence reigns over us again. Natsuki's smile falters. It's clear that she has more to say and is having trouble getting the words out. Should I speak up first? Truth is, I'm just as nervous as she is. Trying to find the words to describe how I feel is more difficult than I thought. With a deep breath, Natsuki eventually breaks the silence. Look, John, I think we both know how I feel about you. I let you have my first kiss for a reason, you know? Her first kiss. I hadn't even considered that. Then again, that was my first kiss too. I guess Natsuki was the first girl ever to pass the Sayori barrier. I like you. And I mean like you. But I think I might be heading towards something more than that. So, I need to know that you're serious. That you're not just going after... that you're not just after one thing. I mean, if you are, it's okay. But just don't let me feel any closer to you. Because right now, I'm falling for you. Natsuki, take a look at this. I take a folded piece of notebook paper out of my pocket and hand it to her. She unfolds it and reads the title out loud. Summer Hope? That's my name. That's how it's written in kanji. Yep. Why don't you have a read? It's Natsuki's font that threw me off for a second. Summer Hope. Her name is Summer Hope. Her warmth spread throughout, felt through the wall around her heart. I'll never let her sun burn out. Her heart brings summer hope. Is there room inside for me? If I could just get through that wall, her love could set us free. My summer hope, my Natsuki. Well, I'm pretty sure she'll appreciate the simplicity of the poem. My Natsuki. That was the poem I was going to read at the festival. To confess to you there and then, I wrote that on the Sunday after you left my house because I wanted to give you something in return for the poem you gave to me and the way it made me feel. John, this has got to be the cheesiest, most cliched idea I've ever heard in my entire life. Was a note in my shoe locker not corny enough for you? Jeez. Would it have worked though? You idiot. It kinda just did. She takes a deep breath, visibly shaken but still wearing a wide smile. I think I'm done falling. Her voice had lost any hint of her usual aggressive tone. It had taken on that sweet fragility that I'd only heard once before. No bravado, no defensiveness. Just Natsuki. Just Natsuki. Wasn't there? Yeah, I feel like there's Monika of the story and there's like Natsuki and Yuri's stories like that as well. We just hold hands across the table for a while before finally finishing our food. We settle up and stroll out into the warm afternoon sun, hand in hand. It just feels so right. So, what now? We have the rest of the day to ourselves. Honestly, I don't care as long as it's with you. She lets out an embarrassed giggle and shoves me with her shoulder. What do you want to do, Natsuki? What do I want to do? I guess I want to go to my new boyfriend's house, chill out and read manga together. And whatever else happens. That sounds perfect. Boyfriend, huh? Of course, Tommy! Come on, let's go. You could also call her girlfriend now. Natsuki, we've only known each other for a short while, but we've been through so much together, and now we're starting something wonderful. I never want this feeling to end. Never, ever. I smile confidently to myself as I begin my journey towards a brand new day at school. Even the daily grind hasn't seemed like so much of a drag for the last couple of weeks. Hey! I see a familiar girl running toward me from the distance, waving arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That goes Sayori, my dearest friend in the whole world. 3 weeks ago she tried to take her own life, and that was very nearly successful. None of us were aware of the severity of her depression, and we almost let such a gentle soul slip through our fingers. Either by luck or destiny, we had been given another chance to help her through it. And now, for the first time since, she's coming back to school. I smiled to myself and idled in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I can't believe I was left on my first day back! But I still caught you! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You sound like you were thinking about ignoring me! That's mean, big bro! Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're related or something. I flash a white grin to let her know I'm kidding around. Fine. Well, you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have anything to be mean. I guess you don't have anything to be mean to your little sister. Busted. She was still keeping up the whole brother-sister thing. After the trauma she went through, it seemed to be her way of grounding herself and reconciling her feelings for me. It was a little strange at first, but I'm okay with it. She really is like a little sister to me after all. I can't say it hasn't been working to her advantage, though. She's even more persuasive than ever. John, can we get some donuts on the way? I want breakfast. But Sayori, we're already running behind. And donuts on breakfast. Please. I feel pretty confident saying no to most people. Saying no to my childhood friend was pretty difficult. Saying no to my little sister, though, impossible. She's got me right where she wants me. Damn it. If it puts a smile on her face, though, it's all worth it. Okay, jeez. Come on, before you gnaw my arm off. Yay! Thanks, big bro! After making a quick detour to sate Sayori's appetite, we barely make it to school on time. I make my way towards my class and prep myself for another day of lessons. Spent most of homeroom history daydreaming, mostly about her. I can't wait until it's time for literature club. I only saw her yesterday, but I find myself missing her all the time. All the same. The classes I wait in my usual spot outside class 3B. After a few minutes, I spot a shock of pink hair amongst the crowd leaving the class. Hey, Natsuki! Her eyes search around for the source of my voice for a moment before locking eyes with me. She waits for the thronging mass of other students to reach me. Hey, you! She bounds towards me and stops just about a meter away. We had decided to keep our relationship quiet in school, for now at least. We don't want to draw any unnecessary attention while we are still finding our feet. We're finding it hard to control ourselves, though. I'm finding it hard not to just hold her close right here and now. The look in her eyes tells me she feels the same way. Is everything ready for tomorrow night? What's happening tomorrow night? I tap my finger against my chin, theatrically. I know damn well what's happening, but I'm not going to miss an opportunity to mess with her a little first. You know, the reservation. I cock my head to the side. Reservation? What for? The restaurant for our DATE. Concern is seeping into her voice. You didn't forget, did you? A wolfish grin creeps across my features. Oh, you ass! Of course I didn't forget. Table for 2 at the Phoenix Palace at 7:30. Ah, yes! You see, now you get to live. For now, at least. Even though we're dating now, some things never change. The banter and afternoons reading manga. It's all business as usual, especially in school. The weekends we had spent together were where things had really changed. Those small windows where we get to be ourselves. Where we don't have to hide our affection. Reading manga is somehow much nicer with her arms around me and her head resting on my shoulder. Hey, should we be getting to literature club? Yeah, stop being naughty. Well, it wasn't inherently naughty. I don't know where that came from. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, cuddling is like not even inherently romantic. Not to speak sexual. Oh yeah, we should get going, or Monika'll be pissed. I doubt that, but it would be rude to make everyone wait on our account, I suppose. I watch her as she walks ahead of me to the clubroom. She seems to have a much more confident air about her these days. She's less skittish and quick to anger, and any jabs she makes at me feel as light-hearted as they should be. She's got her head held high and a smile on her face. It's wonderful. Except, there's something off. Something about the way she's moving. It's not quite right. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe I'm imagining things. Is she maybe limping to a certain extent? I bench this over my mind as we arrive at our destination. I have experience with people always looking at me strangely because I tend to limp rather often. It used to be much worse because usually on my left foot I would just walk on my tiptoes. Like in school, I think for one entire year I would literally just walk with my, on my tiptoes. Because I was in constant pain in that foot. And I just needed to kind of put some weight off of it. But sometimes I still notice that I do start limping all of a reason. I wanted to say all of a sudden for no apparent reason. I mean, I suppose the reason is I walked a lot that day, but sometimes I walk more often and not much happens. It just hurts. But sometimes I just literally start walking in a weird way. soon as the club room, its occupants turn to greet us. Natsuki, John, there you are! Hey, you two! Did I get anyone can I get anyone a cup of tea? I could hear the electric kettle boiling away in the corner of the room. Don't worry, you haven't missed much. We've only really just got started. Yuri sets out some teacups for everyone and starts making tea while the other four of us move some tables together in the middle of the room. But Natsuki wins a couple of times as we heave the desks around, and I shoot her a concerned glance, which she does her best to avoid. I set out 5 chairs, and we all sit around the table while Yuri serves the tea. Sayori quickly scrabbles for the chair next to Monika, raising a chuckle from Monika herself. Okay, everyone, now that we are all here, let's start by welcoming back our Vice President. Monika, we're all really glad to have you back. Monika squeezes a hand for emphasis, and Sayori turns a shade of crimson. I'm so glad to see you again. If you need absolutely anything, you have but to ask. Yeah, don't sweat the small stuff. We've got your back. You guys, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I ruined the festival for everyone. Sayori, no one's concerned about that. Come on. I am. We were all looking forward to it. I haven't put in so much work, and I had to go and Sayori grits her teeth, the painful memories clearly flooding back to her. We all look at each other incredulously. What could we possibly do or say to come back from this? Fortunately, someone had the courage to at least try. Sayori, no one here blames you for that. What's important is you are here with us now. That's all any of us want. There will always be other events for the club, but you're irreplaceable. So please, don't be sorry, just don't be sorry. Just be here with us in our little literature club, okay? Monika. Sarah clings to Monika's arm, resting her head on her shoulder. You're always so good to me. That was being the club president. That's what being the club president is all about. Yeah, club president. Yeah. What are those two getting all embarrassed about? I've heard some things about there being some psionic in here, so I kind of get that impression as well. In any case, I have an idea. Say, Monika, what is the next big event that the school is holding? Well, there's an open day for the middle schoolers looking to attend here in the new year. Some of the clubs sometimes put on some stalls for that. Why do you ask? I was thinking, Yuri, do you still have that banner you made for the festival? I believe so. Would you like me to bring it in? Yes, please. I see what you're planning. Sayori, do you have the festival pamphlet saved on your computer? Probably. I don't remember deleting it or anything, so it's likely to be just as I left it. Good. It'll only take a little editing then. Huh? Well, I was thinking maybe we could just do what we were gonna do at the festival for that instead. That way, our prep will have counted for something. Plus, it would be nice to have some fresh faces to take over from us when we graduate. What do you think? John, I love it! That really is thoughtful, John. It would be like our legacy, a permanent mark on the school, even after we're gone. Yeah, I thought you might like that. Monika smiles warmly at me. I've never seen her smile like this genuinely before. I think maybe the state of the literature club after we graduate has been preying on her mind. Maybe this will help her get some closure when the time comes. Oh, I know! We could put together a little poem anthology for them to take away with them. Something physical they can remember us by. Maybe inspire them a bit. That's an amazing idea. I may have to tone down my poems somewhat. Perhaps some of your work is a little too mature. Natsuki's poems would be perfect, though. Wait, what? Yeah, her style would be suitable for middle school kids. Oh God, that's... Excuse me? I agree. I think that would work as well. Definitely. Whoa, time out. You'd best not be disrespecting my style. Actually, it's because I respect your style that I think you'd be good at this. Huh? For instance, the language you use is simple, but the message is always complex and meaningful. Your choice of language means that you have the best chance of being able to pass those messages on to young people. In other words, you can reach an audience we simply can't. Being able to influence future generations, that's a powerful skill to have, Natsuki. You know that, right? You're the only one for the job. Sorry if it sounded like I was putting you down. Future generations. I suppose I could see what I can come up with. I am a pro after all. Maybe it'll be fun. Writing for kids, I mean. Yeah, you'll do a great job, I'm sure of it. With that, Monika wraps up the session. After cleaning up the club room, Yuri's the first to head out. She flashes me a wistful smile as she passes me. I know I'd said I'd forget about what happened, but since she made a pass at me after Sayori's suicide attempt, things haven't been quite the same between her and I. She hasn't tried anything since, but it's clearly on her mind. Since Natsuki and I started dating, the two girls have been spending less time together, and I can't help but feel guilty. They still seem to be firm friends when they are together, though. I wonder if Yuri ever told Natsuki about what happened. Hey, Earth to John. You ready to go? Oh, sure. You're so spacey today. I know what you need. Hey, Natsuki! Wanna come with me and John? If that's okay. I know this is kind of a Sayori and John thing. It's fine, Natsuki. I invited you, didn't I? Well, sure, why not? Natsuki gives me a smile, and I'm still not accustomed to even after weeks of dating. Warm and loving. She's getting better at letting her guard down around me. She slides up to me and we link arms. Jesus Christ, what's wrong? Are you guys heading out? Monika! Are you coming too? Sorry, I need to stay on and make some arrangements with your teachers for next week. I'll see you later this evening, okay? Okay, see you then! The three of us head out, leaving Monika to lock up. Walking home, the three of us chat idly. Part of me was worried that someone would see Natsuki and I arm in arm and blow our cover. But honestly, I'm enjoying it so much that I'm finding it hard to care. The afternoon sun, my girlfriend, and my best friend. What could be better? Hey Natsuki, what's up? What kind of thing do you think Monika would like as a present? A present? What for? Well, it's just... my parents are going away to work again, and I was going to be all alone. But Monika said she'd come and stay with me until they come back. She's even transferring into my classes to look after me there. And she helped me out so much while I was in hospital. She came to visit me, brought me things from home, read me poems. She's been amazing. So I just want to get her something special. That's a really sweet idea, Sayori. Maybe we should help you bake something. We could. Although I was thinking of something more permanent. Do you think she might like some jewelry? Jewelry? You're really serious about this being a special present, huh? Well, yeah. She deserves it. You two have gotten really close, haven't you? Ah! I guess. I get it. Tell you what, I'll take you to some vintage stores and see what we can rustle up. She'll probably like something quirky and unique rather than something off the shelf. Really? Thanks, Natsuki. I really appreciate it. You two have fun tonight. Ah! Oh, here's my house. See you guys later, bye! What was that all about? Really? Man, you really are dance. Come on, let's go home. Natsuki walks on ahead of me, leaving me standing here confused for a few moments before following on. I'm glad Monika's taking good care of Sayori, though. Today has been really nice. I'm moving my microphone. I just kind of wish I hadn't figured out what was up with the way Natsuki had been moving today. This is my street. Text me later, okay? Natsuki. Yeah? When were you going to tell me why it is that you're limping? I don't know what you're talking about! Then you won't mind putting your weight on your left leg then? What's your point, John? What happened? How did you get hurt? I said I'm fine! Natsuki, please, I need you to trust me. What happened? Why are you so bent on hiding it? Did someone do this to you? Oh, just shut up! Stop trying to run my life like I'm some little kid! I don't need you! I'm doing just fine! What the? Just leave me alone! In floods of tears, she turns and flees down her street towards her house. That got off and fast. Well, maybe because there was a lot of pressure. I've never seen her explode like that. You were pressuring her a lot. Still, I could have probably handled that better. I shouldn't have been so confrontational, yeah. But I was so frustrated that I couldn't help myself. Something is clearly wrong, so why won't she talk to me about it? There could be many reasons. What is she hiding? Who is she covering for? I must have touched a nerve with what I said. I don't think I've ever been this unhappy to be right. I choose not to try and follow her. I'll send her a text later. If I've learned anything about Natsuki, it's to let her cool off when she gets mad. I walk the remaining distance to my home. Having had a bite to eat, I try to relax at home. All I do, though, is run over the afternoon's events in my head over and over. Someone heard her. Why? Was it the classmates that she was having problems with before? If that's the case, then why is she keeping quiet about it? She's never had a problem complaining about them before. Ugh. I can't stop worrying. Should I have let her go off on her own? I'm doing it again. Should I not have? Should I Oh. Treating her like a kid. How can I expect her to trust me if I can't trust her to look after herself? Crap! I should send her a message. As I'm reaching for my phone, I hear a knock at the door. Hey! Anyone home? Yeah, come in! Hey. Hey, you. My dad went out, so I thought I'd come and see you. We both stare at each other, unsure of who's going to make the first move. Look, you don't have to tell me anything that you don't want to. You can deal with whatever is happening to you. I know that. I'm just worried about you, and if you ever feel like you want to share, I'm here for you, okay? I know. You were just looking out for me. I'm sorry I spoke to you like that. It's just been worse than usual lately. I promise I'm going to tell what's going on. I'm going to tell you what's going on. I just need time. I really do trust you, I do. But this is something I've never spoken to anyone about. Even Yuri doesn't know the whole story. So please, be patient with me. I just smile and hold her close as my response. I wish we could just stay like this. Our lips meet and my hands rest on her slim waist. I don't know what's going on, but it's clearly something big. All I can do right now is just be there for her. If that helps, then that's what I'll do. Ah, crap! I gotta go before Dad gets home. I'll see you tomorrow, yeah? Looking forward to our date. Yeah. She heads for the door and opens it. But before leaving, she turns and looks me straight in the eye. I don't really know why you put up with me sometimes, but I love that you do it. I gotta go do something! Before I can respond, she throws herself through the doorway. Sheesh. She closes the door behind her, leaving me rooted to the spot, incredulous. Why do people keep doing that to me today? It doesn't matter. When you're ready to let me in, I'll be there for you, I promise. I wake up covered in sweat despite the chill seeping into the room. My grogginess melts away with a surge of adrenaline as I realize that I am not alone. Who's there? I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins on the couch. I like when Papa's too tired to notice me. I like when Papa's too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Gah! I wake with a start, thankfully alone. What was that? I haven't had a nightmare like that since... Just like then, it was so real and vivid. More like a memory than a dream. Picturing again, seeing Natsuki like that in my mind's eye, it induces a chill down the length of my entire body and my stomach lurches. I take a deep gulp of the water next to my bed and shake my alarm clock. 4 a.m. Great. I'm gonna be like a zombie today. As the images of the dream fade from my short-term memory, I try to focus on the positives. Tonight is date night. We had been on a few little dates, got coffee, seen a movie, that kind of thing. This was gonna be a big one. Dinner at the Phoenix Palace. Apparently it's the best, most authentic Chinese restaurant in the city. It's pretty pricey, but my parents leave me a pretty generous stipend to live on while they are overseas on business. I can afford it. It might be ramen for every meal for the next week or so, though. I hope they aren't working Sayori's folks too hard. I'm kind of surprised my mother would call them back to work so soon after what happened. Oh, they're like... I guess the show must go on. I'll be there for her like I always have been. And now she's got Monika too. I stumble into the kitchen and switch the light on, temporarily blinding myself until my eyes adjust. I splash some water into my face to try and wake myself up. It works at least partially. Monika. I've been trying to think too hard about the events of the night before the festival. It tends to send my mind to dark places. But still, it was so lucky that Monika was there that night. I'd have just dismissed that dream as just a dream, a dream. I was all set to just turn around and go home. Lucky. What the hell was she doing there at that time of night? What was it she said? She was investigating a hunch? How could she have figured out what Sayori was up to with that degree of accuracy? Maybe the timing was just a fortunate coincidence, or did she have the same dream I did? I shake off the thought, this is stupid. There is no such thing as clairvoyance or prophetic dreams or any of that junk. I'm gonna be making myself a tinfoil hat if I keep this up. Stop Monika from reading my thoughts. I love of the idea and begin to pack my things for school. As I'm leaving for school, I'm surprised to see Sayori already waiting for me at the crossing. Although I'm less surprised when I remember who's with her today. Good morning! Did my big bro sleep in today? You're a fine one to talk. I had to literally drag you out of bed this morning. You weren't supposed to mention that part. But it was nice to have someone there for me today. I was having a bad morning, you know? Still hurts sometimes, but as long as I've got you two in my life, I know things will always get better eventually. You're my guardian angel, Monika. Sayori, please. I told you not to call me that. I'm not an angel. Not by a long shot. Monika. Sup, yo? Good morning, Natsuki. Morning. Oh, wow, what's with the heavy atmosphere? I turn to her and shrug. I'm as lost as she is. Sayori, come and walk with me a sec. Okay. Natsuki grabs Sayori by the head and drags her on ahead so that they are just out of earshot. Monika and I follow on behind. John, can we talk? I'm in a bit of a situation. I don't know what to do. Sure, I don't know how much how help I can be, but I'll try. Well, the thing is, Sarah might be developing certain feelings for me. Certain feelings? Oh. There it is. I wish she might be getting a little infatuated with me. Infatuated? Have you heard of Florence Nightingale syndrome? Let me explain. You should first a situation in which a caregiver develops romantic feelings for the person in their care. However, it can also refer to the opposite situation, whereby the recipient of the care develops romantic feelings for the caregiver. Do you think that's what's happening here? I do. In both directions, I think. Both? Keep it down! Yes, both. I did something stupid last night, and I think I just made everything worse. Huh? I kissed her. I don't know what I was thinking. We were just sat on the couch, talking about how she was doing on her medication. She said something goofy like, "You're all the medicine I need," or words to that effect. And I just went for it without even thinking. I'm supposed to be there to help her deal with her depression, and in a single day, all I've done is made it awkward. Now I don't know whether she likes me like that, or if it's just an infatuation. And the same goes for me. What a mess. So yeah, you know her better than anyone here. Any ideas? Or have I just ruined everything? Honestly, I think you should try just talking to her. Talking to her? I was maybe expecting something a little more profound. Does it have to be? When she tried to kill herself, nothing that I just assumed what was going through her head. We completely misunderstood the situation and are torturing ourselves for no real reason whatsoever. If we'd have just had the courage to speak to her, we could have avoided a lot of heartache. Just be straight with her and she'll do the same for you. She doesn't respond well to people going out of her way to protect her feelings, especially when they don't know what her feelings really are. So just say something to her instead of assuming what she's feeling. If nothing else, she'll respect you for it. That's actually pretty insightful. Maybe I'm not as dense as you make out. Thanks. Why do people keep calling me that? Glad I could help, I guess. And what are you two conspiring about? Conspiring? You two were the ones who ran off ahead with the explicit purpose of talking in secret. That was girl stuff. Hey, I'm a girl. And, well, Sean here isn't exactly Captain Macho. Excuse me? I totally think of him as one of the girls. Hey, I'm as manly as it gets. Says the guy who uses concealer and conditions his hair every night. I told you that in confidence. It shouldn't even be something embarrassing. Hey, I didn't even tell them about your glittery bath bombs. Really, John? Well, if it's fun, let them have fun. Oh, come on. So, would not be a bad time to mention how much she liked playing with my dolls when we were kids? Given that you are using it as a way to try and tease him, I would say so, yes. Because you're kind of just making fun of him for it, instead of like just... What's the problem of guys playing with dolls? I would say that this is the perfect time. Holy crap! Bah! Natsuki, you gotta pay for this! She settles up next to me, grasping my hand. Standing on tiptoes, she whispers in my ear. I hope so. What with that tone? My cheeks burn red hot as we walk on, hand in hand. In the end, I can't help but join in with the raucous laughter, even if it is at my expense. Only real friends laugh and joke with each other like this. If you feel uncomfortable about it, they should really, respect that. Given that he joins in, it's okay. It's just, there are people who will be really offended by that, and like, seriously, they were kind of just, why is it even a funny thing that a guy likes glittery bath bombs? I think it's ridiculous to like any bath bombs, I suppose, but if it's fun and as long as nobody gets hurt, I really couldn't care less. I just don't really understand the purpose of bath bombs. Oops. Like, they make your water a weird consistency and a specific color. I suppose some people like the color, but for me it's like a bit of an inconvenience, especially since I already really don't like baths or in showers and all of that. It's really just a chore for me. And I don't really see the purpose in putting in a bath bomb and then like, ugh. Maybe if you're more into baths, it makes more sense to like put one in. And playing with dolls, like, who cares? If people make a big deal out of it, then they're the problem, seriously. It makes me realize just how tightly knit our little group has become. These are the kind of friends you keep forever. Depends if they actually stop if you show that you're uncomfortable. When we reach the school gates, we make our plans to see each other at lunchtime and part ways. As I walk to class, I can't help but wear a massive grin proudly on my face. Hey! Wait for me! Not going to the Logic Club after class is a weird feeling. I've gotten used to it over the past month that doing anything different just feels unnatural. Tonight is special though. I tuck at the edges of my sport coat I picked out. It's been a while since I really dressed up for anything, and I'm surprised the thing actually fits me. I'm usually more of a casual dresser. A knock at the door sends my heart fluttering. She's here. I open the door to let Natsuki in. Evening! As she walks out the door, she drops a hot pink backpack at her feet. Mind if I go and change somewhere? You can use my room if you like. I'm pretty much ready to go. Thanks! See you in a minute! I grin at her as she ascends the stairs. I wonder what she's picked out to wear tonight. I've only really seen her wear that one outfit at her school uniform. She doesn't strike me as someone who has a lot of formal wear, but I'm sure that whatever she has on, she'll look good. We have a decent amount of time before the taxi arrives, so she can take her time at least. I tuck at my jacket again. I haven't been this nervous around her for a long time. We've gotten so comfortable so quickly over the last few weeks. My first day at the club, meeting everyone, drooling over Yuri. It all feels like a distant memory. Being with Natsuki and feeling this way about her comes so naturally now, to the point that I can't imagine feeling any other way anymore. That's what I'm going to tell her tonight, how I really feel. About 2 minutes pass before Natsuki's footsteps coming down the stairs. So, what do you think? Not sure what to expect, I turn around to see... Oh wow. Well... I believe that's more of traditional wear, even. Anyway, I'll keep that somewhere here. Might as well. Why not? Natsuki, you look cute, right? You look beautiful. Really? Yeah, really. You look amazing in that dress. Behold, my greatest thrifting find! I've been waiting for an excuse to wear this thing. Well, I love it. So, you're looking pretty hot yourself. I'm not used to seeing you dressed so smartly. You're usually a jeans and a t-shirt kind of guy. Hey, I can pull off the generic look. Yeah, you can. The honking of a horn outside signals the arrival of our transport for this evening. Oop, I think that's us. Yep, you ready? Am I ever? Let's eat! As our taxi makes its way across the inner city, the sun begins to set. My nerves are really starting to fray. I wonder if Natsuki is this worked up. Looking across at her, we smile shakily at each other. I guess she is. We hold each other's hand and I instantly feel a wave of calm wash over me. Her tiny hands are so soft and their touch makes me feel complete. There's nothing to worry about. Tonight is going to be great. The taxi pulls up to the building housing the restaurant, a large hotel in the middle of the city. We'd be heading for the top floor. I help Natsuki out of the taxi and we head inside. Restaurant music for the scene? I've heard the melody somewhere before, but I think I've heard it many times before. I think actually, whatever. It hadn't taken long to get us seated, but having a reservation was a good plan. The place is packed. The decor definitely screams expensive, and the floor-length windows give us a spectacular view of the city, of the city skyline at night. Natsuki seems impressed at the very least. Man, you said this place would be fancy, but I had no idea. Can we afford this place? My parents left me plenty to get by on while they are away, so. Ah, rich kid, huh? Guess I picked well. Hey, Natsuki pokes her tongue out at me to let me know she was kidding. You know, I don't care about that. If you don't mind me asking though, what do your parents do? They run an important business, but they spend a lot of time abroad liaising with suppliers. They're gone quite a lot, it's basically like I live alone. Huh. Don't you get lonely? Meh, sometimes. I've kinda always had Sayori nearby, so it's not been that bad. She's in the same boat anyway. Her parents kinda work for my parents. Wait, seriously? Yeah, that's how we got to know each other. Company family days and that sort of thing. That's kinda sweet. I'm glad you both had someone to rely on. I can definitely see the appeal of living apart from your parents, though. What do your parents do, Natsuki? My dad's a doctor. He works in the local surgery. Oh, Dr. Shirai. I've seen him a couple of times. When I had seen him, he always seemed pretty friendly and jovial. Definitely not the strict, stern man Natsuki made him out to be. I feel like you should trust Natsuki's instincts more, because she sees him in his private life, and you don't see him in his private time. As for Mom, I never actually met her. She died while she was having me. Natsuki. Hey, don't worry about it. I've kinda dealt with that. I just wish I could've got to know her for Dad's sake too. Before I can ask her more, the waiter arrives to take our orders. Natsuki looks troubled. You okay? I know what I want. It's just, don't worry. Order whatever you want. I got this. It's not about that. It's something else. The waiter hovers impatiently, clearly swamped with tables to serve. I relay my order to him to stall for a bit of time. Natsuki looks around nervously, clearly agonizing about something. Although, as I finish up my order, she looks up with a resolute expression on her face. You know what, screw it. She proceeds to list off quite a few dishes on the menu. Yep, definitely gonna be on the instant ramen diet for a while after this. That smile on her face, though. It's worth it. Was it also? I think it was the same expression. The waiter disappears with our order and leaves us to our conversation. Sorry about that. I've been watching my weight. But I figured this is a special occasion, so why the hell not? Watching her weight? She's all skin and bone as it is. Sometimes I'm afraid she'll blow away. God. not. To be honest, I am scared of that when the wind is extreme, like seriously. Sometimes I'm like outside and there's heavy wind and it literally feels like I could be picked up. I recently found out my exact height. I could check what it's in feet. I'm 1 meter 53. 1 meter 53, that was it. The problem is, that's only when I'm standing straight and I'm usually a bit hunched over. And so, usually I have the size of like 1 meter 51. That would be, let's see, centimeter in feet. Let's see, I'll put in my complete height. So I'm 5 feet. So, Natsuki's, I believe, was dated somewhere with 4 feet 9. So hey, I'm getting there. Although when I just typed in what like 1 meter 51, like what I usually look like, and it is around 4 feet 9. I'm 4 feet 9.5. So yeah, we are on the same height, Natsuki. Isn't that great? Seriously though, she really needs to remember to bring lunch to school more often. It's not like she has no appetite. John, you're frowning. It's nothing, just I wouldn't worry about your weight. It's not just going to stop finding you. I'm not just going to stop finding you attractive if you put on a few pounds. Natsuki doesn't respond. She just looks even more troubled than before. Probably because once again, like with Sayori, it's like you kind of assumed what it was about. You dummy, that's not... It's really nice to hear that though. It's one of the best things about you, John. You don't like me for the way I look, or the way I present myself. You just like me for me. It's simple, but it means so much to me. Natsuki, of course that's how it is. I know it's not been that long and things have been moving pretty fast, but you're really special to me. My sentence interrupted by the arrival of food. That was quick. The veritable feast appears before us on a trolley of heaping noodle dishes, exotic-looking soups, and seafood still sizzling on a skillet. Neither of us can help but look on in awe as the dishes are transferred to our table. It still surprises me how much food a girl her size can pack away. I can't. I eat. I usually just eat I can't eat very big meals. Few big meals. I tend to eat just very many small meals because not much fits in at once. But then I get hungry later anyway. I have tried to kind of force myself to have to be more strict with it, have these big meals, but the problem is I get hungry because I can't eat a lot at once. Nothing fits! Especially since I feel like it's going with the route of Natsuki is malnourished. And in my case, I don't think I'm malnourished. I'm underweight and all of that, and I'm pretty small, although that's probably also related since my parents are fairly small, although they are still bigger than me. It's just... I don't... I can eat perfectly fine, even if I eat multiple small meals at once. It's just... I also struggle with building muscle. There are specific training techniques that I've been doing for years, and the muscles I have gained from it are I don't even know if I've gained any from it. I've been doing it the various methods that I've been recommended, and I've been trying them all, but none of them seem to really do much for me. There are a few things where I have I can at least try to keep my back more straight and all, but I don't really build muscle either, and I mean, I know one side of the family where there is a similar situation where they only started gaining weight at like 40, and beforehand they were always kind of on the verge of being underweight. And I feel like that might just be once again something genetic, and I just am doomed to be underweight forever. I'm underweight and small, and I can't really go on many attractions if I ever were to go on to one of these you know, like when there's like I don't know the word in any language right now. You know, these attractions where you get on, but sometimes you need to be like a specific size, like a specific height, so that you can get on, because otherwise it's like might be too dangerous. I can't get on most of them that would seem fun, because quite a few of them are for like 1.60 m, and I'm like almost like I'm at the very least 7 centimeters below that. And it's noticeable, and it sucks ass. She's managing though. I'm not sure if I've ever seen her this content. She rolls down her food with gusto, ecstatic groans emanating from her every so often, drawing in a few looks from her fellow diners. I don't care what they think, she's enjoying herself. Like you do with your bath bombs. Even if they're like glittery and whatnot. Even if I can't understand the appeal. Enjoy your bath bombs. After we're done, the table is cleared as quickly and efficiently as it was set. Holy crap! That was so good! I could totally eat here every day. A bypanic expression raised the chuckle from her. But then it wouldn't be special, you know? Thanks, John. For tonight, I mean. It really was special. After this, is it okay if we go back to yours for a while? Isn't your dad expecting you home? Nah, he thinks I'm at yours. I mean, who knows what he'd do if he knew I was out with a boy. Damn it. He always seems so strict. Hey, John. Yeah? Let's go home, okay? Sure. I settle the bill and we take the elevator to the ground floor. Once outside, we catch a taxi from the nearby depot and head home. Natsuki's silent for the journey back. She doesn't seem upset though. More steely and resolute. There's a fire behind those rose-colored eyes that I've never seen before. Ah, here we are. I stretch as I walk in through my front door. The ride home seemed way longer than the ride there. How are you doing back there? I'm okay, thanks. Are you sure? You seem a bit distracted. No, it's fine, really. I'm gonna go and change into something more comfortable, okay? Sure. She doesn't take a long time changing, and when she's done, she calls me upstairs. We spent most of the rest of the evening reading portfolios together, as we normally do when she comes to visit me. We sat on the bed together, and with our backs to the wall, to the small headboard. Her arms drape around me as she nuzzles into my chest. She doesn't seem to be paying much attention to the manga though, betrayed by her 1,000-yard stare off at nothing in particular. Her touch feels warm and she's holding onto me in a little tighter than usual. Hey, John? Yeah? I never did tell you what my dream was, did I? I guess not, no. It's kinda corny, but I want a family. A family? Yep, nothing fancy. A husband, a couple of kids, and maybe a dog or something. I know it's not exactly ambitious or anything, it's just... I wanna know what a happy family feels like. Natsuki, don't you and your dad get along? I know he's strict, but strict isn't even the half of it! What does that mean? I'm scared, John. I'm scared of what he'll do if I tell anyone. I don't have anywhere else to go. We can't get any close if I don't tell you. And the only thing that scares me more than he does is the thought of losing you, John. I can't lie to you anymore. I can't hide anything from you anymore. Let me show you. She ups up from the bed and offers me her hand and pulls me up too. She stands on the tips of her toes and kisses me gently on the lips. This is it. No more secrets. I'm done with him. She backs away from me for a few paces, taking a deep breath. Flushing red, she hesitantly pulls her t-shirt over her head to reveal bruises. Clusters of dark, ugly bruises dominate the length of her abdomen, up towards her pronounced ribcage. She stands before me, trembling, her eyes averted from my gaze, so that she might not have to see my reaction to this revelation. I can't say I blame her. My face can be pretty sight right now. Not when I'm faced with this. Why would someone do this? Natsuki, is this... my dad? Yeah, he did this. Rage surges through me, my fears confirmed. I feel sick. There are so many things I want to say right now, but the best I can manage through the maelstrom of emotions that I'm feeling is... why? I don't even know. He won't tell me. He just gets angry when I ask. He was always so nice to me when I was a kid, but then one day he just... changed. It was after I had my first... time of the month. I was scared. I didn't know what was happening and I tried to talk to him about it and he just freaked out. After that he started to limit what I could eat, weighing me every day obsessively. He told me how to dress, gave me curfew, stopped me from going near boys. I was so hungry all the time and so confused, but I was young and so I thought he knew best. He's my dad, so why wouldn't he? Then when I got older though, I started asking questions. I realized this wasn't right. I told him I was going to tell a teacher. It was the first time he hit me. I was off school for 2 weeks while my black eye healed. He said if I ever told anyone, he'd kill me. I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could a father subject his child to such cruel, bizarre treatment? And she's been dealing with this alone? Unforgivable. Natsuki, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I wish I'd seen the signs. Please, you have nothing to apologize for. I kept it from you intentionally. Some people started to wonder if something was going on, I think. I never told my Nana any of this, but she always took me out, bought me food and clothes, a phone too. She dyed my hair for me for the first time as well. My dad couldn't do anything about any of it while she was around. I guess I had to keep up appearances. Pretty sure Yuri suspects something too. Yuri. That explains the spare lunches, I guess. Even though things have soured between us, she really is a good person. Still, that leaves a burning question. What now? How do we go forward from this? We have to get you out of there. Huh? You can't stay there! You have to get out! You're not a child anymore, you don't have to stay with him. And go where? I'm still in high school, I can't afford a place of my own. Nana's gone. And if I want to stay with Yuri or someone, I'd have to explain everything to them and their parents. And if he knew I was going, he'd kill me for sure. I've got nowhere to go. So I'm supposed to do what? Just carry on as normal, knowing that every time you go home, your life is in danger? What the hell else are we supposed to do? Look, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're strong, Natsuki. If I've learned anything about you, it's that. You've been dealing with this for years on your own, and you still manage to be so kind and caring, even if you try to hide it sometimes. You don't need me. But please, let me help you. How? Natsuki, you know where I'm going with this. But, I mean it so soon. It doesn't matter. This is bigger than us, than our relationship. This is about your safety and well-being. If that puts strain on us as a couple, giving you somewhere safe to live is so much more important. So please, come and live with me. You're wrong. What do you mean? About me. You couldn't be more wrong. I do need you. I've been on my own for so long now. And you came along and changed everything. I've never felt like this before. I love you. I love you so much. So I'm gonna trust you, okay? I won't let you down, I promise. I love you too. So corny. You dummy. You love it. Damn right I do! So, do you want me to let you get dressed? Huh? Remember, my dad thinks I'm staying at Yuri's. She nods towards her bag. Protruding from the top, the sleeve of her school blazer is just about visible. I was never planning on going home tonight. I'm frozen to the spot, my mouth agape. As she begins to take off the rest of her clothes, I realize very quickly that the night is far from over.